Hello everyone, this is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as a assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nasik. In previous lectures, we have studied zero order reaction and first order reaction with their characteristics. Today, we are going to learn second order reaction with equal and unequal concentrations and their characteristics. First of all, what is a second order reaction? Second order reaction can be defined as chemical reactions wherein the sum of the exponents in the corresponding rate law of the chemical reaction is equal to 2. The rate of such a reaction can be written either as rate is equal to K into concentration of reactant A raised to 2 or as rate is equal to K into concentration of reactant A into concentration of reactant B. So either two reactants are different or either only one reactant, but the exponents, the sum of exponents in the corresponding rate law of the chemical reaction is equal to 2, then the reaction will be second order reaction. So from the rate law equations given above, it can be understood that second order reactions are chemical reactions which depend on either the concentrations of two first order reactants or the concentration of one second order reactant. Since second order reactions can be of the two types described above, the rate of these reactions can be generalized as follows. So what are that? So general equation for the rate of second order reaction will be rate is equal to K into concentration of reactant A raised to X into concentration of reactant B raised to Y. Where the sum of X and Y, which corresponds to the order of the reaction in question, equals to 2. So if we consider X is equal to 1, Y is equal to 1, the sum of these exponents is equal to 2. That means the order of reaction will be 2. So in short, we can define the second order reaction. The rate of the reaction depends on the second power of concentration of the reacting substance at a constant temperature. A reaction is said to be of second order if the rate of the reaction depends upon two concentration terms of reactant, or if the rate of reaction is determined by the change in concentration of two reactants or the square of the concentration of a single reactant. It is said to be second order reaction. So there are two different cases. Second order reactions, there are two cases. Case 1, that is second order reaction with equal initial concentration. That means A is equal to B. And case 2, that is second order reaction with unequal initial concentration. That means A is not equal to B. Both are different. That is unequal initial concentration and here equal initial concentration. So let us see the expression for second order reaction with equal initial concentration. Firstly, consider second order reaction at temperature T. A plus B gives product where A is equal to B. These are nothing but the initial concentration. Here the equal initial concentration for this reaction, general reaction. A plus B gives product which involves two reactants, reactant A and reactant B. Then 2A gives product. It involves only one reactant A. So there are the two things. Here the two reactants, reactant A and reactant B, gives product, and secondly 2A, only one reactant is involved which gives the product. So we will see the expression for second order reaction with equal initial concentration. First of all, let A mole per liter be the initial concentration of reactant A after time t. Then decrease in concentration will be X moles per liter. A minus X be the change in concentration of reactant A at time t. Suppose we start with A moles per liter of the reactant A, that is initial concentration. After time t, suppose X moles per liter of it have decomposed, then the concentration of A after time t will be A minus X, which is the change in concentration of A at time t. Therefore, according to the law of mass action, rate is directly proportional to A minus X bracket square, or we know that rate is equal to dx upon dt. Therefore, we can write dx upon dt is equal to k2 into A minus X bracket square. So here, if we remove the proportionality sign, we have to put the constant. So the K2 is proportionality constant of second order reaction. So this equation becomes dx upon dt is equal to K2 into A minus X bracket square. So we can consider this equation, that is 1. Here K2 is proportionality constant of second order reaction. Then rearranging the equation 1, we get dx upon A minus X bracket square is equal to K2 into dt. So separating the variables, we get dx upon A minus X bracket square is equal to K2 into dt. This will be equation number 2. Then integrating the above equation between the limits at t is equal to 0, x equal to 0 and t equal to t, x is equal to x. We get integration of dx upon A minus X bracket square is equal to K2 into integration of dt. So here K2 is the constant, so it will be out of the integration sign. So integrating the equation 2 within the limits of concentrations as 0 and x and the corresponding limits of time 0 and t, we get this equation, that is integration of dx upon A minus X bracket square equal to K2 into integration of dt from lower limit 0 to upper limit x. Again here lower limit 0 and upper limit t. So by taking the integration, we get 1 upon A minus X from lower limit to upper limit 0 to x is equal to K2 into t from 0 to t. So substituting the limits, we get 1 upon A minus X minus 1 upon A is equal to K2 into t minus 0. Therefore, A minus in bracket A minus X divided by A into A minus X is equal to K2 into t. Then we get x upon A into A minus X is equal to K2 into t. Therefore, K2 is equal to 1 upon AT into x upon A minus X. We can give this equation number 3. The above equation 3, it is known as integrated form of second order reaction with equal initial concentration. K2 is the proportionality constant of second order reaction, and it is the integrated form of second order reaction with equal initial concentration, that is A is equal to B. Then rate coefficient K2 and its unit. We can consider this equation number 3. K2 is equal to 1 upon AT into x upon A minus x. Therefore, K2 is equal to 1 upon AT into x upon A minus x is equal to 1 upon concentration into time into concentration divided by concentration. That means here A is the initial concentration, T is the time, and the concentration X and A minus X appear as a ratio, the concentration units for the term X upon A minus X. So here concentration divided by concentration will be cancelled. One more concentration term, namely A, remains in the denominator, so that the equation will be 1 upon concentration into time. Hence, the unit of K2 are per concentration per time, that is concentration raised to minus 1, time raised to minus 1. That is, concentration is usually expressed in mole per liter, and if time is expressed in seconds, the unit for K2 is liter per mole per second. Therefore, the rate constant for second order reaction with equal initial concentration K2 having the unit liter per mole per second. Then let us see the second case in which the second order reaction with unequal initial concentration. So what is the expression for second order reaction with unequal initial concentration? That is, A is not equal to B. Consider second order reaction at temperature T. A plus B gives product. That means here two reactants are involved, reactant A and reactant B, to give product. Suppose A and B are initial concentration of reactant A and B in moles per liter. Let X moles per liter be the decrease in concentration of reactant A and reactant B at time T. Then A minus X and B minus X are the change in concentrations of reactant A and reactant B respectively at time T. So after time T, suppose X moles per liter of A and B have decomposed or reacted, and A and B, these are the initial concentrations of reactant A and reactant B. A minus X and B minus X are the change in concentrations of reactant A and reactant B respectively at time T. Therefore, according to the law of mass action, we can write rate is directly proportional to A minus X into B minus X. Also we can write rate is nothing but dx upon dt. Therefore, dx upon dt is directly proportional to A minus X into B minus X. Or if we remove the proportionality sign, we can write the constant of proportionality. Then dx upon dt is equal to K2 into A minus X into B minus X. So this will be the equation number 1, where K2 is the proportionality constant called rate constant of second order reaction. So if we rearrange the above equation by taking or by separating the variables, we get dx upon in bracket A minus X into b minus x is equal to k2 into dt. So simplifying the equation by partial fractional method, we get dx upon a minus x into 1 upon b minus x minus 1 upon a minus x is equal to k2 into dt. So we can give this equation number 2. Then integrating this equation 2 within the limits of concentration as 0 and x and the corresponding limits of time as 0 and t. That means at t equal to 0, x equal to 0 and t equal to t, x equal to x. We get 1 upon a minus b integration of dx upon b minus x minus 1 upon a minus x into dx is equal to k2 into integration of dt. K2 being constant, it is taken out of the integration sign. Therefore, 1 upon a minus b integration of dx upon b minus x minus 1 upon a minus b integration of dx upon a minus x from lower limit 0 and upper limit x 0 to x equal to k2 into integration of dt from 0 to t. Then 1 upon a minus b in bracket minus ln into b minus x in bracket minus 1 upon a minus b into minus ln into a minus x from 0 to x is equal to k2 into t from lower limit 0 to upper limit t. Again simplifying this equation, 1 upon a minus b in bracket minus ln into b minus x plus ln b into minus 1 upon a minus b in bracket minus ln a minus x plus ln a is equal to k2 into t minus 0, where ln it stands for log to the base e. Then 1 upon a minus b in bracket ln b plus ln in bracket a minus x minus ln a minus ln in bracket b minus x is equal to k2 into t. So by simplifying this, we get 1 upon a minus b ln b into a minus x divided by a into b minus x is equal to k2 into t. So we can consider the k2 rate constant or the proportionality constant of second order reaction. It becomes k2 is equal to 1 upon in bracket a minus b into t ln b into a minus x divided by a into b minus x. Ln stands for log to the base e. By changing this ln to log to the base 10, we get k2 is equal to 2.303 upon in bracket a minus b into t log to the base 10 b in bracket a minus x divided by a into in bracket b minus x. So this is the new equation. By changing the log to the base 10, we get the equation 3 is an integrated rate equation for second order reaction with unequal initial concentration. In this, K2 is the proportionality constant for second order reaction and initial concentration A is greater than B. Therefore, this equation, it is the integrated rate equation for second order reaction. If the initial concentration B is greater than A, then the equation may be changed. That will be K2 is equal to 2.303 divided by A minus B into T sorry, b minus a into t in bracket log to the base 10 a into b minus x divided by b into a minus x. So, if the initial concentration B is greater than A, then that will be the equation. And here this equation is if the initial concentration A is greater than B. We can write this equation. It is the integrated rate equation for second order reaction with unequal initial concentration and A is greater than B. Now let us see the characteristics of second order reaction. All the second order reaction must satisfy the following integrated rate equation. We have learned the two equations for second order reaction. First one for equal initial concentrations and second for unequal initial concentrations. So all the second order reaction that must satisfy the following integrated rate equation, that is K2 is equal to 1 upon A into T into x upon A minus x for equal initial concentrations only. That means A is equal to B. And the second case K2 is equal to 2.303 upon A minus B into T log of B into A minus x divided by A into B minus x for unequal initial concentrations only. So here the initial concentration A is greater than B. We can write this equation. So all the second order reaction must satisfy these two forms of integrated rate equation. Now what will be the nature of graph for second order reaction? If we consider the case first, by using this equation K2 is equal to 1 upon AT into x upon A minus x. So that is the equation 1. If we rearrange this equation, we get x upon A minus x is equal to K2 into A into T. And if we plot the graph of x upon A minus x versus time t, we get a straight line passing through origin. So the nature of the graph for the case first with equal initial concentration is the straight line passing through origin. We can plot the graph x upon A minus x on y-axis and time on x-axis. So we get the straight line passing through the origin and slope is equal to K2 into A. So by using that, we can also find out the proportionality constant for second order reaction. That will be slope is equal to K2 into A. Then the equation 1 also may be written as 1 upon A minus x minus 1 upon A is equal to K2 into T. 1 upon A minus x is equal to K2 into T plus 1 upon A. So this term will be shifted here. K2 plus T, K2 into T plus 1 upon A. And if we plot the graph of 1 upon A minus x versus time t, again we get straight line, but it does not passes through the origin. So we get the graph like that. Here 1 upon A minus x on y-axis and time on x-axis. So here the slope is equal to K2 and intercept is equal to 1 upon A. So if we rearrange the equation again, we get such a type of the graph by taking 1 upon A minus x on y-axis and time on x-axis. The nature of the graph is straight line but does not passing through the origin. Then case second, the equation for unequal initial concentration. already we have learned, that is K2 is equal to 2.303 upon A minus B into T log of B into A minus X upon A into B minus X. So if we rearrange this equation, we get log of B into A minus X upon A into B minus X is equal to K2 into A minus B into T divided by 2.303. Therefore, log of B upon A plus log of A minus X upon B minus X is equal to K2 into A minus B into T divided by 2.303. Therefore, log of A minus X upon B minus X is equal to K2 in bracket A minus B into T divided by 2.303 minus log of B upon A. Then slope is equal to K2 in bracket A minus B divided by 2.303. Therefore, K2 is equal to slope into 2.303 divided by A minus B. So, by using this equation, we can find out the rate constant, proportionality constant for second order reaction with unequal initial concentration. And the intercept here is negative minus log of B upon A. So, the nature of the graph is like that. If we plot the graph, log of A minus X upon B minus X versus time t. So, from this equation, we can calculate the velocity constant K2, and it refers to the temperature at which the reaction is carried out. The graph is shown in this figure. So, slope is equal to K2 into A minus B divided by 2.303, and intercept on y-axis is equal to minus log B upon A. Then the second possible graph for the rate constant K2. K2 is equal to 2.303 upon A minus B into T log of B into A minus X divided by A into B minus X. By rearranging this equation, we can get this graph by plotting the graph of 2.303 upon A minus B log of B into A minus X upon A into B minus X versus time t. So, the nature of the graph is straight line passing through the origin. On y-axis, 2.303 upon A minus B log of B into A minus X upon A into B minus X versus time t on x-axis. So, slope is equal to K2. Now, the next characteristic for second order reaction, that is half-life method. So, let us see for first case. Consider this equation K2 is equal to 1 upon AT into x upon A minus x. It is the equation for a second order rate constant with equal initial concentration. Therefore, we get the new equation T is equal to 1 upon A into K2 into x upon A minus x. If we put T is equal to T 1 half and x is equal to A divided by 2. So, the reaction is half completed when T is equal to T 1 half, since A mole is the initial concentration of the reactant A, and when T is equal to T 1 half, A divided by 2 fraction of A reacts to form products, while A upon 2 fraction of A mole will be remain unreacted. Therefore, when t is equal to t 1 half, x is equal to a divided by 2. So substituting these values, we get t 1 half is equal to 1 upon k2 into a upon 2 divided by a minus a upon 2. Therefore, t half is equal to 1 upon a into k2. So this will be the equation number 1. In that, the half-life period of second order reaction depends inversely on first power of the initial concentration of reactant. So here K2 is the constant at a given temperature. The half-life period of the reaction is inversely proportional to the initial concentration of the reactant. That means T 1 half is inversely proportional to initial concentration A. That means higher the initial concentration of the reactant, smaller is the half-life period of the reaction, inversely proportional. The concept of half-life period does not apply to the equation since Cb is equal to B upon 2, Ca will not be equal to A upon 2 unless the reactants are mixed in stoichiometric proportion. So we should remember that T half is inversely proportional to initial concentration of the reactant. That means higher the initial concentration of the reactant, smaller is the half-life period of the reaction. Now for half-life period for the second method, second case, we have the equation K2 is equal to 2.303 upon A minus B into T log of B into A minus X upon A into B minus X. So if we assume that A is greater than B, then A minus B is nearly equal to A and A minus X is nearly equal to A. X is equal to B divided by 2. Therefore, in this equation, K2 is equal to 2.303 upon A into T log of B into B minus X. Then we can assume that X is equal to B upon 2 and T is equal to T 1 half. If we put this in this equation, we get K2 is equal to 2.303 upon A T 1 half log of B upon B minus B upon 2 is equal to 2.303 upon A into T half log of 2. So we know the log of 2 is 0.3010. Therefore, it becomes K2 is equal to 2.303 into 0.3010 upon A into T half, which is equal to 0.693 divided by A into T half. Therefore, T half is equal to 0.693 divided by A into K2. So here also the half-life period of second order reaction depends inversely on first power of the initial concentration of reactant. That is, K2 is constant, 0.693 is also constant. Therefore, T half is inversely proportional to initial concentration. That means higher the initial concentration of the reactants, smaller is the half-life period of the reaction. So these are the characteristics of second order reaction for the case first with equal initial concentration and for case 2, that is with unequal initial concentrations. Now the unit of K2 with unequal initial concentration and equal initial concentration for second order reaction. So we have the equation K2 is equal to 1 upon A into T into X upon A minus X. So the dimensional equation for K2 is We know that A is the concentration, T time, X upon A minus X. Both are the concentration. So it is the ratio of concentration. Therefore, K2 is equal to 1 upon concentration into time into concentration divided by concentration. So this concentration divided by concentration, this term get cancelled. So K2 is equal to 1 upon concentration into time. So only one concentration term it is in the denominator. Therefore, K2 is equal to concentration raised to minus 1 time raised to minus 1. That is per concentration per time. We know that concentration is measured in terms of liter mole per liter and time is expressed in seconds or minute. Hence, the unit of K2 are liter per mole per second or liter per mole per minute. The concentration is usually expressed in mole per liter. Therefore, and the time is expressed in seconds or minute. The unit for K2 is liter per mole per minute or liter per mole per second. Now, what are the examples of second order reactions? A few examples we can see here. H plus plus OH minus gives the H2OC plus O2 to form the CO plus O. These two examples given above, these are the second order reactions depending on the concentration of two separate first order reactants. Then the another example, twice NO2, which is by using twice NO plus O2. Then twice HI by using I2 plus H2. So formation of these products, these are also related to second order reactions. These reactions involve one second order reactant yielding the product. Then the saponification and ester by NaOH, that is also a typical second order reaction. The reaction between ethyl acetate and sodium hydroxide is of the second order reaction, that is CH3COO CH3 plus NaOH give the formation of sodium acetate and that of water. Another example, the reaction between persulfate and iodide, which is also the second order reaction, that is K2S2O8 plus twice Ki give the formation of twice K2SO4 plus I2. So that is also the second order reaction. So these are the examples of second order reactions. So I hope in this lecture you can understand the second order reaction with equal initial concentration and unequal initial concentration. Also their characteristics, the unit of second order rate constant and the half-life period of second order reaction. In next lecture we will see the various methods for determination of order of reaction and also pseudo molecular reactions and also their characteristics. Thank you.